besides being considered the most famous actors in the world. They are tycoons who have more than enough money to buy anything they want. But have you ever stopped to wonder about just how these celebrities' estates are like? In this video, you will learn about the most luxurious mansions of Hollywood actors. John Travolta. Being a person who is very passionate about aviation, he decided to build a beautiful mansion that would meet all his requirements. Located in the city of Ocala, Florida, the actor's residence is situated on a huge plot of land with a special private airport, which has a gigantic flight path to service his own large aircraft. While other celebrities keep their supercars in their garage, John Travolta shows off even further and keeps his own jets there. Entering the interior of the actor's residence, we can see that the decor is very luxurious, with various decorative objects that refer to his passion for aviation. Travolta has gone as far as to say that his residence is a super building, having much thicker and reinforced walls than necessary, which should provide more security and a more serene night's sleep. In the house's exterior area, he and his family can enjoy a beautiful pool in order to cool off on sunny days. The property also features a private aircraft control center and a lodge to house pilots. And while the exact value of John Travolta's mansion is not known, some sources estimate it to be valued at over $5 million. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is a comedian who likes to provide his family with comfort and luxury. According to the posts on his Instagram, it was possible to get to know a little bit more of the place where he lives, since he is always sharing with his followers his daily routine and the happy moments with his family. It is possible to see that the interior of the estate is very spacious and cozy, with the floor made entirely on a wood base and the property also having large openings with glass, which ends up providing excellent natural lighting. According to some sources, the actor's home is about 9,632 square feet, being divided over 2 floors, more than enough space to house everything he and his wife need in order to live in great comfort. The TV room, for example, is very sophisticated, having a marble panel with a fireplace underneath, and comfortable gray sofas where Kevin can rest with his children. There is also a cinema with puffs and armchairs where his youngest children usually play. Other rooms of the mansion that Kevin has already shown on his Instagram are his office that has a wall adorned by many paintings, and even the couple's room that he made sure to show off on Valentine's Day. But there is no doubt that one of the environments that the actor most often shares with his followers is his gym, a place that he must spend a lot of time in. After all, it must not be easy at all to maintain his physical shape. Kevin's gym seems to be complete, being equipped with several weight training and also boxing devices, a sport he also likes to practice. The architecture of the place is very interesting, having several motivational phrases on the walls and also having huge windows with a view to the backyard of the house. Going outside, you can see that the place is stunning, possessing a gigantic space capable of housing everything he and his family might need. The site has some very green grass, where the actor has even shared moments in which he was walking a llama with a collar in his backyard. The pool area is one of the most beautiful places in the house, surrounded by sofas and sun loungers, having even a beautiful view of the mountains. There's also a space with a barbecue and pizza oven next to a stylish table with rocking armchairs for when they want a snack. And we can't forget the children's playground for his children to play in, where he also takes the opportunity to train outdoors. And there is no doubt that Kevin Hart and his family must live a great life in this mansion, being evident that he needed to spend a real fortune to build it. According to some sources, in order to buy the land and build the mansion from scratch, it is estimated that he needed to invest something around $5 million. The Rock. For when Dwayne Johnson wants to have more tranquility and contact with nature, he can enjoy his amazing farm of over 46 acres located in Powder Springs, a quiet town in the state of Georgia. Entering the actor's property, we can see how well cared for and beautiful the farm really is, with an extensive green lawn, an ideal place for those who enjoy contact with nature. There is, for example, a large private lake, a place where The Rock has posted on his social media that he likes to practice fishing and to have a lot of fun with his daughters. The main farmhouse, on the other hand, which was built in 2002, features French Provençal architecture and has almost 15,000 square feet of built area. Its interior has a rustic design, such as the strong presence of walnut wood and stone coating, also having high ceilings and good natural light, reminiscent of old and historic houses. The mansion has 8 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms, some of which are quite large and luxurious. There are also several living rooms, an American kitchen with wood paneling and furniture, a bar in the basement which has a wine cellar with a capacity for hundreds of wines. However, in the property's backyard, there is a good recreation area with a barbecue and a beautiful round pool that even features a hot tub. But without a doubt it is the outside of the property that is most impressive, having a large pasture area, besides having, of course, a barn with 12 stables to house the estate's horses. And for when the actor wants to have fun with his animals, there is a spacious sand track for horses. And there is no doubt that to own this beautiful farm, you need to invest some good money. As reported in the media, Dwayne Johnson needed to fork out about $9,500,000. Robert Downey Jr. Just like his character in the movie Iron Man, in his personal life Robert Downey Jr. doesn't skimp out when it comes to investing in good places to live. The actor's main residence is in Malibu in the state of Los Angeles. On this plot of land, there is a more futuristic mansion and a more classic one, where it is believed he actually lives. The stripped-down building has a very exotic look, with rounded shapes covered in concrete that even resemble a luxurious cave. When entering the interior of the property, it is possible to see that it manages to maintain the same authentic style, with a decoration full of furniture that is hard to find in any residence, such as the sofa with gray and pink knotted upholstery or the suspended nest made by South African designers. We can see that this residence really suits Robert Downey Jr. The outside area of the property, on the other hand, seems to be one of the actor's favorite places because he seems to be the type of guy who loves nature, always sharing moments on social media next to his pets. What Robert has at home almost resembles a zoo. He raises animals such as goats, cows, pigs, chickens, and others. There are also a number of items on the property such as a basketball and tennis court, a leisure area with a swimming pool and sun loungers, an outdoor garage for his car collection, a vegetable and herb garden, a recreation area for the children, among many other things. We can surely say that Robert Downey Jr.'s mansion manages to offer an excellent quality of life for him and his family. And it is no wonder that in 2009 he needed to invest about $13,400,000 in order to buy this amazing property. Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is another actor who also likes to invest in good places to live with his family. Proof of this is that they decided to build a huge mansion in the actor's home country, a property so large and imposing that it is capable of impressing anyone. During the construction of this gigantic 10-acre property surrounded by green areas, it would look more like a shopping mall, but as it neared its completion, the property took shape and became a spectacular mansion that was completed in 2019. Although the couple of actors have never officially opened the residence to the public, on social media they always post pictures and videos inside the estate, making it possible to get to know a little more of its interior. It is known that there is, for example, a room with a huge wall painted by a visual artist, a work of art valued at over $100,000. One space that could not be missing in the house of an actor so concerned about his physique as Chris is a large, well-stocked gym with various modern fitness equipment, a place that he must spend several hours of his day to maintain his excellent physical shape. And those who think that the actor's property is limited to just the main house, the lot is so large that it includes the forest and a space covered by a very green grass. Chris has shared moments of fun that seem to be at this location, and it's also quite likely that this is where he keeps some of his animals, something his family seems to really enjoy. We can say that the actor's mansion has everything he and his family needs to live a very happy life. And there is no doubt that to build such a grand and imposing property as this, he needed to invest a real fortune. Some sources estimate that Chris Hemsworth's estate is valued at over $30 million. Tom Cruise. As a big fan of the real estate market, Tom Cruise also once owned a beautiful ranch in Telluride, Colorado. The large 320-acre property is where the actor used to spend his holidays alongside his family, a spectacular area surrounded by snow-capped hills and mountains. No wonder it is well known for downhill skiing. According to the publications made by brokers and real estate agents, it was possible to get to see a little more about the property. The interior of the house is very cozy, being all coated and having its structure made from wood. Definitely everywhere you look you'll see the strong presence of this material, which is wonderful for those who like this more rustic style of decoration. Among the rooms in the house that have already been shown are, for example, a spacious fully equipped kitchen, a living room with a beautiful stone fireplace, a games room, a library, among other things. And to own this ultra-private retreat surrounded by miles of natural beauty, you need to disburse a truly gigantic sum. To give you an idea, after only 2 months, Tom Cruise decided to put the property up for sale. It sold for no less than $39,500,000. Will Smith. Will Smith is another actor who has invested millions of dollars in luxurious properties, and his most famous mansion is located in a mountainous region of Calabasas, a city in the state of California. The land has a total area of 150 acres, featuring sports courts where Will Smith can have fun with his kids, a pool that looks more like a lake. Will Smith's residence was designed and built over 7 years to meet the artist's requests, having a somewhat peculiar architecture reminiscent of Persian and Moroccan constructions, composed of several curves and organic shapes. The kitchen, for example, has 19th-century oak cabinets. The breakfast table has a beautiful view of the backyard. There is also a recording studio for Smith, a meditation room with a fireplace, a not-so-usual cinema, and a game room with a pool table. The master bedroom features tribal decor, a comfortable private veranda, a curvilinear stone-tiled bathroom with a bathtub with a fireplace and outdoor views. The entire house resembles a movie set, promoting a great cultural immersion. And some sources claim that the property has already been listed and briefly taken on the market for the astonishing value of $42 million. For some people, paying such a fortune for what the property has would be no big deal. For others, living in this residence would be something like a dream. What do you think? Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is another actor who doesn't skimp out when it comes to building his own mansion. His incredible residence is located on a 6-acre lot in Beverly Park, one of the wealthiest and most luxurious neighborhoods in Los Angeles. The main house of the property has an imposing facade with a Mediterranean style, having been completely built in stone. Entering the interior of the property, we can see that everything is very luxurious, with it having a super sophisticated decoration, making it look more like a palace. During the pandemic period, Mark Wahlberg could enjoy and spend a lot of time with his family in this incredible property, even posting on his Instagram several fun moments inside his mansion. Among the rooms that the actor is always showing on his social media, there's no doubt that the gym is the place that he seems to spend the most time in. It is an area with a classic architecture, surrounded by white pillars and by glass, and of course, having dozens of devices that can meet all his training demands. Besides, everyone knows that he is passionate about bodybuilding, and his physique makes it evident. In all, the interior of the mansion has about 30,000 square feet, being divided into 11 rooms, more than enough space to house his entire family and host many friends. Wine cellar, cinema, rooms with fireplaces, office with a library, among several other things. Outside, the property offers a gigantic leisure area that looks more like a recreational club, taking into account several entertainment options. For example, there is a multi-sports court where his children can have fun playing basketball. There is also an extensive golf course for the actor to enjoy. And we can't forget the incredible pool surrounded by rocks that even has a waterfall, which helps to build a paradisiacal look immersed in nature. No doubt Mark Wahlberg's mansion is able to offer all the comfort and fun he and his family could wish for. And there is no doubt that to build this palace, the actor needed to disburse a real fortune. It is estimated that just to buy the plot, Mark needed to invest something around $8,250,000. However, now that the mansion is complete, the estate's price is estimated at over $50 million. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is an actor who also loves to invest in luxurious real estate. One of the actor's most famous properties is his amazing 19th-century villa in Le Plan de la Tour, France. Probably inspired by the success of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, Johnny Depp decided to buy this huge 37-acre village made up of several 19th-century buildings, transforming it into something unlike anything else that exists. There are several structures designed by Depp himself. We can say that the property is an incomparable view of the mind of one of the most famous actors of his generation. The village has several interesting facilities, such as 2 leisure areas with large swimming pools for when the actor may want to cool off on the sunniest days. And believe it or not, there is also a bar with rustic and luxurious architecture, and even a man-made cave for when he wants to drink wine. Everything included, this large village has about 6 guest houses that together exceed an amount of 15 rooms and 14 bathrooms, all of them with a unique architecture. The actor is known to have lived in this location for many years during the period when he was married to French singer Vanessa Paradis. And according to some sources, since 2015 Johnny Depp has been trying to get rid of the property but has never been able to sell it. According to reports, the property is currently being advertised for sale for a not-so-cheap sum, a value that could come to surpass $55 million. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy has owned several properties, but the one that is most impressive is the residential complex in Beverly Hills that he acquired in the 1980s. The property has undergone major structural renovations and gained additional neighboring land over time, forming an impressive 14-acre lot today. The property currently features a 20,000 square foot main house with a facade decorated by a wall with a vertical garden, a 7,000 square foot Moroccan-style guest house, an extremely exquisite and well-planned stable for 5 horses, including a rustic living area with brick walls, a beautiful riding arena, refreshed by a waterfall right next door, all in addition to a great tennis court that even has an area to watch the games. This huge complex was once home to famous pop singer Cher from the mid-1970s until 1988, when it was sold for $5,900,000 to Eddie Murphy. He renovated the property and expanded the accommodations before selling 7 years later for $4 million. Today, the residential complex is valued at over $69 million, a truly unbelievable value. Sylvester Stallone. Outside of fiction, Sylvester Stallone is a man who likes to enjoy a lot of luxury, especially when it comes to a nice place to live. For example, he owns a luxurious mansion in Beverly Hills, California. The legendary estate, built in 1994 and designed by renowned architects, is on a 3.5 acres plot within a super exclusive gated community where several other celebrities also reside, the ideal place to offer all the privacy Stallone needs in his daily life. The interior of the property is stunning, with spacious and superbly decorated rooms, with items in all rooms that recall the main characters of the actor, especially his greatest success, Rocky Balboa. There are paintings, trophies, and even life-size statues of the character scattered around the house. And by observing what's in the residence, it's possible to get to know a little of Stallone's intimacy and main hobbies, such as his pool table and his beautiful piano in the living room. There's also a luxurious bar with a modern design, filled with sophisticated drinks, and of course, a cinema with comfortable armchairs so he can watch his own movies whenever he wants. And another interesting thing about the property, and that helps to enhance it even more, is that most of the rooms have large windows that offer great natural lighting and magnificent views of the hills. The outdoor area is impressive, with a well-cared-for grassy area, a golf course, and a spectacular infinity pool, complete with a statue of Rocky Balboa. And for those who want to acquire Sylvester Stallone's mansion, the good news is that it is for sale with a promotional value. It was first put on sale for $110 million and has recently been given a nice discount, lowering its price to $85 million. Now, I'm guessing you won't be able to buy it, right? And if you believe there are other actors with more luxurious mansions, please tell us about it down here in the comments. And don't forget to also tell us which mansion you found the most luxurious.